Okay, this guy was insane this season, literally, and I think his acting was so good. It set the expectations way too high for this season for a lot of people. But I didn't personally have that problem because I had my expectations pretty low this season. Usually sequels are pretty bad. But overall, I would say this season was pretty good. It just wasn't a full season. That was really the biggest problem. But this guy's acting was amazing. He really was a good representation of the game and just the insanity of it and his background as a soldier and the story with his father and just the Russian roulette stuff, the music, the classical music, just like the old man, just like the front man plays. This guy really did his acting very well, and it's a shame we didn't get to see him more episodes. But anyways, to get into the review of this season, which is going to contain big spoilers, so be prepared. Let's get into it. So it's a little, again, slower pacing this episode. You got Gi-hun trying to track down the front man, trying to track down the organization. We get to see them go to Itaewon the first couple episodes. Part of the reason that the pacing is different because they're kind of like trying to track down the island, trying to track down the organization, but they're constantly being foiled because you got like the fisherman dude who's supposed to be helping the cop find the island. He's really working for the organization. You got the pink soldier guys that are keeping an eye on Gi-hun. So pretty much they get foiled, but it was still a very fun adventure quest to see and see that the loan sharks that were for season one threatening to pull Gi-hun's teeth are now like his subservient boys, his dogs now that he can just order around. Although one of them gets killed by the crazy guy in the first episode, so there's that. Also, it was really cool to see the front man's backstory. This is the picture of the front man with his wife, and we find out that basically he the reason he has a lot of similarities to Darth Vader is because he really kind of is the Korean Darth Vader. He has Anakin Skywalker's pretty much backstory on how he turned the dark side. He basically joined the organization to save his wife because he needed the money, and he was fired from his job, and just he couldn't get her. Apparently, he was a police officer as well, but he couldn't get the kidney transplant that she needed because he already gave a kidney to his brother, Junho, the detective, the cop, which was revealed last season that he's his brother. So he wasn't able to save her. And she dies, presumably pregnant with their kid. So even kind of worse than Anakin, he doesn't even get to have his son. And so the game was kind of all he had left. And that kind of explains why he's so twisted, why he's so evil. The only exception would be his brother. His brother's kind of like the Luke Skywalker, to his Anakin, to his Vader. So will it be that way in the next season where he actually turns back to the light side because of his brother? Is his brother able to pull Luke Skywalker? That's going to be a very interesting thing next season that hopefully gets answered because it is very fascinating. And also, spoiler, he joins the games just like the old man did in the previous season, which, again, it's like, come on, how do you not know that, bro? Like, how do you not know 01? Never trust 01. Also, this backstory with, like, you got the North Korean lady who's working as one of the soldiers this season. I don't know, like, where this is going exactly, but if she's part of, like, another uprising or something like that, she could be very important next season. So I guess, we'll have to wait and see. But she definitely got a lot of time for a side character. And I feel like a lot of the females this season kind of have like elements of Sabiak. So she's got like the North Korean background that Sabiak had. Then you got this girl right here, Sammy. She also kind of reminds me a little bit of Sabiak. And honestly, she's the best girl this season. And big spoilers, this guy fumbles the ball. Honestly, I think I hate this guy more than the guy, big spoiler, that killed her because he lets her die. And, like, I just can't forgive this guy for that. Now, they're like, oh, he has panic disorder. Listen, I have panic disorder. I would have jumped in, okay, bro? Like, there's no way I would have let this girl die. So this dude, even though he's kind of innocent, he really pisses me off. The only guy that pisses me off more than him is the guy who actually killed her. But she reminds me a lot of Sabiak, and I'm surprised she didn't get like a bigger role because she is a pretty big up and coming actress. Apparently, I looked her up, and yeah, she's pretty big. So shout out to her. Then we'll just go over some of the other actors here. So yeah, you got the cop returning, the recruiter man, again, amazing job. You have this guy and his mom, also amazing. It's a real shame. It's a real shame, honestly, that we didn't maybe even get more scenes with them. But I think we got it. We got a decent amount of scenes. I don't know what I'm saying. I guess the recruiter, we needed more scenes. This guy, he's supposed to be a Marine. He folds. He's not as bad as Minsu. He doesn't fold as bad as him, but he's pretty bad. He's pretty bad. This guy, he's like a rug puller, like an Ice Poseidon guy. Has like a YouTube channel, scams his viewers, and you kind of hate this guy at first, but the guy who's constantly trying to kill him is this Thanos guy, which we'll go scroll down to him, because Thanos is like this rapper. Apparently he's a real rapper in Korea called Top, and he's mad at him because he bought his coin and got scammed. But you really don't feel sorry for Thanos, because Thanos is just such a piece of shit the entire season. And also the coin guy is the father of this girl, who's another big actor, June Hee. This girl, player 222. And you also root for this girl because she's pregnant. The real two people that you root for is her, because she's pregnant, and you root for the grandma, especially after Minsu gets not Minsu, Sammy gets killed. So you really, really root for her, because you're like, damn. This guy also, he was Gi-hun's bro again, and it's like, why, like, another friend of Gi-hun this season? Like, is the organization just tracking down Gi-hun's buddies and telling them to join the game? Like, what's going on here? Like, how did he end up joining the game? But he ends up joining the game, and tragically, he doesn't make it during the uprising, which is very sad at the end, because it's like, come on, man. This character, just like really annoying. Honestly, this character's up there as one of the most hated characters with Minsu. All she does is just like preach this like shaman bullshit, but then she like folds instantly. It's really annoying. The grandma, again, she was amazing. We got a decent amount of scenes with her, and she survives. But again, fingers crossed, it wasn't a full season, so we don't know if she's going to survive the rest of the games. Hopefully she will. I really, really hope so, because it's going to suck if she goes. This character's fate is kind of left up in the air, but this character, the trans character this season, did an amazing job. I think, in terms of playing a trans character, this character really nailed the role, this actor, and, it was really, really badass during the uprising with how she showed how to use the guns. She showed how to, kill all the soldiers and everything, like picking off these soldiers left and right. I feel like if she had more ammo, she could have basically took down the whole island herself. Okay, she was broken. Okay, she was just absolutely broken. This guy, he was the father of this girl that's dying of blood cancer, and he originally gets spared by the North Korean chick, but he gets shot at the end, but we don't know if he's going to live or not. Maybe his organs are going to get taken. We don't really know. This guy, arguably, I would say he's the most hated character, because he kills the best girl, okay? He kills her. So, yeah, he's the worst character, and he's just Thanos' butt boy. Like, he doesn't contribute anything. Like, honestly, he is the most hated, because at least Thanos has some charisma. At least Minsu, like, he's not evil, even though he's a coward. This guy, he's evil. He's a coward. He has, and he doesn't even have, like, the religious thing to hide behind, like the shaman. He's just a complete piece of shit, this guy. Then you got the Loan Shark guys from season 1, who, again, are now Gi-hun's butt boys, which one of them gets killed by the recruiter. So, yeah, I mean, this season was a really, really fun season. I'm surprised more people didn't know that the front man was 001. Like, do you guys not watch season 1? Like, what's going on here? As for like the uprising in the last episode, we'll get into that. I kind of felt like it was a little out of character for Gi-hun to do this. Like, he says that he's willing to sacrifice people for this uprising because they all have to hide under the bed, let people die, wait for the soldiers to come in and take their guns, and that's how Sammy dies. I just feel like that is kind of out of character for Gi-hun. Like, is Gi-hun really gonna let people die like that? I mean, is he really going dark? I mean, even the front man was like, you're gonna sacrifice people for the greater good? It seemed kind of out of character for him. And, he also didn't think about, like, okay, how many people are going to join this uprising? Because it wasn't many. It was like less than a dozen. And yeah, they get very far, but they didn't even like have enough ammo prepared. Like they didn't even know how many soldiers they're gonna go against, and it seems like the island has like basically a whole army of guys. Plus they got the fisherman guy outside who's like taking out Navy SEALs and shit. So yeah, like the uprising seemed like a really poor plan, and it seems like Gi-hoon lost a lot of IQ this season. Oh man, say me, no. Yeah, yeah, we'll never forgive Mitsu for letting her die. But yeah, like the fisherman dude, which I honestly, a lot of people saw the fisherman dude turning evil. I did not see the fisherman dude turning evil. I guess I was a dumbass. I didn't see it. So when he stabs this guy, I was surprised. I was like, "What? Holy shit!" But it makes sense again that like the front man had something to do with Junho's survival. Because like, how would the detective survive Junho if there wasn't some involvement? Like it was too miraculous. He got shot. He fell in the water. It makes sense that he had to have one of his minions like pull him out right away. And also explains why they lost the phone with the naked VIP on it, because they probably destroyed the phone. Like it probably didn't go to the bottom of the ocean as they say in like the first episode. But yeah, this season, I wish it was a full season. I wish it didn't end on a cliffhanger. I wish we got more. I wish, I wish that, I wish that the best girl didn't die. I wish that Gi-hoon had 30 IQ points more this season, but it is what it is. Overall, I would say the season was, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Oh, yeah. Maybe an 8, because, again, the first episode was so strong with the recruiter. But it definitely wasn't a 10 out of 10 like the last season. Definitely not. And, again, certain characters I think deserve more screen time, other characters less. But, yeah, and I wish that the plot with the police, I wish the cop also was a little bit smarter and caught on to the fisherman earlier, because he was way smarter the first season. I mean, he was outsmarting the front man, he was outsmarting the VIPs, and this season he's getting outsmarted by fucking fishermen. Come on, man. Like, it's a little much. But, yeah, overall, the season was a fun season. Again, I just, wish Sammy got more screen time. But, yeah, it was a fun season. Go give it a watch if you haven't already. Hopefully season 3 comes out soon. Hopefully we don't have to wait years. Hopefully it comes out like in the summer or something, so we can get a conclusion. And yeah, just wanted to do a quick review here, sort of quick. And wherever you are, fantastic day and peace out.